Hello everybody, time for a new honing video. As you can see, use a tomato to check the edge. The razor is here. It's a Japanese 6-edge razor, really nice razor in my opinion, looks great. It's a friend that wanted me to hone this bad boy up, so we're gonna do a try. First stone I'm gonna use, this stone here, is this professional stone, Naniwa. 5,000 grit stone, and then I'm gonna use this Naniwa speciality stone. It's 8,000 grit stone, and I'm gonna finish the shave with the honing with this jnat with the slurry. So I checked the edge, and there were no issues with the edge. Seems to be okay. So let's wet the stone, and I usually sometimes take a DMT plate and just rub a little bit to get a little bit of slurry and to get that stone going on or starting the stone. Something like that. Put that aside, and let's see if we can move a little bit further over there. And I always start killing the edge, very gentle strokes on the side, and checking with the tomato, see if it's cutting, and it doesn't cut. So let's start the work. I think I have to add just a little bit more water here. And I do these what do you call these strokes? I don't remember. I do up to 10 strokes, and then I flip it, and every time I do these strokes I start with the heel, to the middle and the toe, just to roll it just a little bit, not much. So I do approximately the same amount of strokes on each side. This is the way I do it. If this is the right way or wrong way, I don't know, but it seems to be working for me. After a couple of strokes, I usually to test with the tomato and see if that edge is starting to emerge. I already can see it start to cut, but I think I have to work with it just a little bit. But the way I know that the edge is emerged from this stone and not from the previous stone, if I kill the edge before I start. And I don't use much pressure here, I just work gentle over the stone. Then I'm going to do some X strokes. I think the other strokes were half strokes and these are X strokes. And I'm always use tape, is the way I do it. Just gonna add a little bit of water here. I'm just trying to immerse that edge so it's flat. Do a little bit of rolling stroke when I do these strokes, because so I hit the heel, the toe, and the middle of the razor. And then I'm gonna check one more time with the tomato. Sorry, I don't know if you can see it, but now it's cutting very easy on the tomato. I'm going to check with the loop too, so I know how the edge looks. So I know where I'm hitting this edge and how the edge looks. There was no issues with the edge when I started, but I still want to see if I'm hitting the whole edge. The most important thing is the apex of the edge, but I want to see that the edge is straight where I'm honing. Now I'm doing some small X strokes here, very gentle X strokes. and I think I'm finished with this stone. Sometimes it goes fast. This feels really nice on the stone, this steel. So it seems to be nice steel to it. Take a last check with the tomato, and you can see it's cutting very nice. It's no problem at all. And I kill edge, very gentle, and you can see it doesn't cut. Of course, if I push, it's gonna cut, but I just kill that edge very gentle. Wipe that off, so I don't get debris from that stone. Just gonna wipe that off just a little bit. Put this stone away. Take this 8,000 grit stone. Put it there. Feel so there is no debris on it, no hairs and so on. I think I'm gonna put just a little bit towel over that so it's more straightened. I'm gonna add a little bit water to the stone, and then take the DFT plate and just rub it a little bit so get a little bit of slurry. It goes a little bit faster to hone if you do like this, and it's good to get some action on the surface of the stone too. So I think that's good. It's grabbing like hell. And then I'm just adding some water. Put that DMT plate away. Dry my hands. Take a new paper, so I always have clean paper. I don't, what do you call it, contaminate this stone. I think I have to put like this. Yeah, I got this. I do the same thing here, whole strokes, heel, middle and the toe. Heel, middle and the toe. Yeah, this razor is not mine. It was a friend that asked me if I could hold it to him. And the funny thing is, he bought the razor without actually only seeing photos of it, and decided he wanted that razor, and told the buyer to sell the razor to me first so I can hold it up. So I'm gonna use this razor later today or this evening. I'm gonna do 2 videos, but I'm not gonna post that shaving video until tomorrow or another day. But I'm gonna do this honing video. It's been not a while ago, but sometimes people want to see honing videos, so I don't do some honing videos. I'll go back to these X strokes, do some, see how it feels on the stone, and it feels great. This razor is a hollow grind razor, but it's fairly thick, so it's no flexing on it, which I like. Gonna check, tomato check, and you'll see it start to cut again, but I'm still gonna work with it just a little bit more to refine that edge even more. Give a little bit more water. When you build up a little bit of slurry, it goes much quicker to get that edge back again. And after I've done some X strokes here, I'm gonna check with a loop and see how it looks on the edge. Because when the edge is flat and works nice, it's start to grab on the stone a little bit. Got not much, but just a little bit of resistance, so you know it's start to get finished to go to the next progression of stones. And I don't need to do any correction on this stone, so it's very easy to hone. These kind of razors is fun to hone when you know that it works as you want. Just gonna wipe it off and take the loop, take a peek on the edge, see if I hit the spots where I want. And the edge seems to be, the whole edge seems to be hitting the stone. So I'm really glad everything seems to be working just as I want. The only thing was just a little bit in the heel here. So do some lifting the spine a little bit, no pressure, just a little bit, and do the small strokes there. And I'm gonna finish with some small X strokes here. And then it's actually time to do go to the jnat stone, finish the razor. Sometimes it takes several laps to go to a hone, sometimes it goes quick as this razor. It was a pleasure to hone it. It's really great. Gonna take to make the test, and just works great, no issues at all. And do some finishing strokes here. Yeah, that's finished. Now I don't kill the edge, now I just go straight to the jnat. Wipe this off a little bit, put the stone aside, let it dry, take new paper. Go ahead, new clean paper, take my jnat. I have to put some towel over that, it's leaning too much. Something like that. Feeling over the edge, the surface of the stone, so there is no debris on it, no hairs or something else that could damage the edge. Thought there was something there, but there was nothing. Feels great. Take my slurry stone. You have seen me doing this several times. Maybe there was someone has sorry, that haven't seen me hone. So this is the way I do. If you have seen it before, you all know that I do this the way, and that seems to be working for me. Sometimes if the edge is really bad, or the spine is really crooked, or you have to correct the edge with some issues with them, I go to the DMT plate and correct that issue. Then I go to the 5000 grit stone and start the honing process. But this was nice edge on it before, no cracks on this edge or nothing at all, no crooked things or nothing, just straight, plain, beautiful edge, easy to hone, and feels great to hone, but it doesn't mean it's a great edge before I start to shave. And then I know just grabbing that slurry from that side to this side where I'm gonna work, then start do the same thing, do half strokes, very gentle, and do the same thing, heel, middle, and the toe. I don't do so many, heel, middle, and toe. So I get starting with that slurry working, and I can feel how it feels great on the stone. Start to do some X strokes, do a little bit rolling. So I start with the heel, middle, and the toe. I don't lift, but I just tilt it a little bit. And feeling that it's working really nice. Gonna take a check with that loop and see how it looks in just a moment. Adding just a little bit more water. Yeah, I know I work with a lot of slurry. It's the way I do. Do these little bit more steeper X strokes like that. So I hit the edge, middle, and the toe. now the heel, the middle, and the toe. The heel, middle, and the toe. Heel, middle, and the toe. Thinking of that when I'm holding. I don't actually think about it, but I do it like that. Trying to explain. My mantra is heel, middle, and toe. And I'm going to check here if the stone hits where I want. I'm just going to flip that light a little bit more, like that. See if I have to correct something, or am I hitting the right places. I think I have to work a little bit in the middle with that side, and just a little bit more in the middle with this side. So then let's do this half strokes like this, and put the most work on the middle. As you can see, this middle part here is the part that I'm working with most right now. As I told you before, I don't know if this is the right way, but this is the way I'm thinking. See where I need to hit. There was some hair. See where I need to hit the edge and try to correct it that way. I do these deeper X strokes here too, just to hit the middle part a little bit more. And I don't use pressure, just guiding the blade over the surface. And just a little bit more water, so the slurry is getting more dilated. I hope you find this a little bit interesting. I have done this several times. I'm just talking and talking. But I think it's really fun to hone straight razors when you get that edge working really, really nice, and you know it's your own edge. There is not no one else have been messing with that edge. It's just you and your stones and the razor. You get so satisfaction when you manage to get a nice edge going on. I think I have to just a little bit more, or maybe just a little bit more. Focusing on the, see how it looks. It's almost finished. I'm actually gonna do some more of these strokes in the middle. Why not? Just to get that finishing touch on it. Sometimes it goes really quickly, sometimes you have to work with it a little bit more. As you saw before, the 5,000 grit stone, 8,000 grit stone went really quickly. Now I have just to work just a little bit longer time with this, but that doesn't matter because I think the edge is going to be really, really great. And let's do some X strokes here and finish up this razor. Because when I use that 8,000 grit stone, if I start with a 5,000 grit stone, it got a specific pattern to this edge, or not grinding marks, but certain pattern to the edge. I can see how it looks, and when I use that 8,000 grit stone, it's a more polished edge, so I can see where I'm hitting. The thing is what I'm looking at when I'm looking at loops, so I can see where I'm hitting. And when I finish with this jnat, the 8,000 grit stone finishing mirror edge, not mirror but almost mirror edge, gets more haste when I use the jnat. Then I know where I'm hitting and how the edge looks, and I know I'm hitting the right places. So that's the thing I look. One of the things I'm looking at when I'm looking with a loop. The other thing is how the edge, if it's wobbly edge or if there's cracks in the edge or something else, I can see with the loop too. And I don't look at one place, I look at the whole edge from the heel to the toe, so I know that I'm hitting the whole edge right. And now I finish with these very steep X strokes like this. And as I told you before, I don't use pressure when I hone. On none of these stones I use pressure. Only thing I use pressure is when I have to correct something. I actually have to put some pressure to it, but this time I didn't need to do anything, just hone. And I decided that this is finished. So let's see if we can manage to cut some hair here. Let's start. Well, can you see this? Okay, let's start here and see. I cutting, no issues. I know you can't see it, but there is a lot of hair here. Cuts just pops off my hand. So this is finished. Gonna take the tape off, wipe the blade off so it's clean, and like that. And then I'm gonna take out my strap. I'm gonna put 60 laps on the leather side, or linen side, and after that I'm gonna do 50 laps on the leather side and 50 laps on the kangaroo strap that I got. And then it's time to shave, and I'm gonna actually film that. Just gonna clean there just a little bit. I'm gonna actually film that video shave too, but you're gonna see it another day. But this is a finished honed razor, really beautiful edge, feels really beautiful, felt really nice to hold. With plastic scholars, 2000 says something here, and the Japanese sign, I'm gonna show you a little bit better how these signs look. Maybe no one knows what it is. Kinsuyo, something it says here too. But we're gonna do that when I do the shave. Now I'm finished. Thank you for watching, everybody, and hope we shall see you on the next video when I'm using this razor and shave with it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a great evening. Bye for long. Bye bye.